Welcome back, everyone, to OpenLine. Khadija Babb is with us. She's former Assistant District Attorney, Davidson County. She worked in juvenile court for several years. We're talking about juvenile justice reform, juvenile crime. It's been a very good discussion. I'm going to go back to the phones. Let's go to Ivy. Hello, Ivy?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Yes, I more so have a comment, commenting on everything that everyone else has said. I'm an 80s baby, and I'm born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. And I can remember going to Hartman Park, a lot of the community centers that we used to have. I was in Girl Scouts. I did everything from Daisy to Brownie to Junior, and I got my silver award and my gold award. And you don't see that anymore. I don't see any interactions or wholeness. Like, we used to have the summer programs there at a lot of the community centers and libraries at like Luby Center, and they used to have reading programs every summer, and we just used to have like a lot of activities year round. It was never a break. I remember at Hartman Park we had skating parties every Friday. We used to have little concession stands where how Miss Vicky has stated, like, the youth needed to make money. Like, they showed us different things like how to make money and how to have fun. And I remember even teaching us how to garden. It was little things that they really taught us that I couldn't say that instilled my value that I would actually like to give back. But we don't see that anymore. I can't remember the last time I've seen a community center where I've seen Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts or anything listed to give back to the youth to where they can accelerate and grow. I remember when I was in Girl Scouts and I went to nationals for my silver award. You don't hear about that anymore, at least not in Nashville or in Tennessee at all. It's like, where have all of these programs gone that I know about, that I used to be raised on? They don't even read anymore. When was the last time a child can tell you when they really read a book? Went to the library and read, or we had programs where, you know, you got rewarded for reading or anything like that. Right when, like when the Harry Potter series came out, kids were excited to read. It's almost like there's no excitement for the youth anymore. It's like we're not giving them anything. It's almost like everything died with us a little bit, and it's like we need to give it back life, like rejuvenate it back into the community.
Well, Ivy, thank you for the call. Thank you for listing all of that. Very interesting. Khadija, what do you think of that? What about phones? Does that play into it? Is that accurate, what you're hearing Ivy say? And just kind of comment on what she said there.
So for one, I too am an 80s baby, and I also went to Hartman Park during the summertime. So I know exactly what Ivy is talking about. My grandmother made sure that it was me and my sister and then my 4 cousins. But every summer she would make sure we went to the library. We had to get books, you know, a couple books, read them, write reports, tell her about them. And then also we will be involved in Hartman Park. I think that's interesting that she said that, because I also went to Hartman Park. But I mean, just kind of along the same lines that we've been talking about this whole time, we have to give the youth something to do. And some of the programs, like Ivy was talking about or Miss Vicky was talking about, I had forgot all about that because we don't have them anymore. And just realizing how much being able to go to the library during the summer times or go to Hartman Park really shaped who I am as a person, and even the police athletically. That was my most favorite thing, because I was great at track, and kind of along the same lines as Ivy, because I was involved in the police athletically, I ended up being on a summer track team, and I was able to go to nationals in New York one year. But just being able to travel and being able to see new things and have new experiences, the impact of that on a young person's life is invaluable. And I think that if a lot of our kids haven't just been across town, that's pretty sad. So let alone across state lines to see something new. And it's not their fault, we have to give parents more support, like I stated previously, and and resources to be able to do these things with their children and for their children.
Thank you so much. Very interesting discussion and a challenge to all of us, a challenge to the community, challenge certainly to council members and also churches and everyone. Khadija Babb, thank you for coming on. We'll come back right after this and wrap everything up.